hear the sizzle. Yeah. So the sauce I'm doing first, I'm going to add my fresh herbs next, which is rosemary. And my safety, same thing. It's going to add oils, flavor. Just kind of throw it in there, move it around. That's really going to hold up so. Not really separated flavors, and you still get the buttery flavor. On the thick side, so I'm going to add a little bit more wine, which doesn't hurt. At the end, I'm going to add a little bit more butter, which will make it a little bit more velvety, so it'll hold together a little bit better. Let's hear the sizzle. Yeah, what I'm talking about right there. I was a farmer, and I could pick my own lettuce and my own tomatoes and make my own salad and have my protein on it. Can't really say where my passion from cooking came from, other than, you know, I grew up poor and I ate food like ragu and, you know, mac and cheese and, you know, cream of mushroom soup. Like, you know, the Denny cans was a savior for me to eat, and here I am being able to, you know, cater my ability to other people that are going to appreciate it, and that's my passion. Once the herbs kind of like, you'll start smelling them. Once they kind of infuse with the sauce, then I'm going to add my garlic. I add the garlic last because I think people tend to overcook it and underappreciate like its natural flavor. So, you know, it'll be cooked a little bit, but you're going to still get that little crunch in there. So while that's going, we'll put a little bit more balsamic in there to get a little more tartness. But basically cooking is, like probably like the biggest question I get at work is, how do I cook this? How long do I cook it? And it's really just by experiment and feel. The only way to really tell if, you know, especially when you're coming up like cooking chicken or pork, where you really have to cook it all the way through, is a thermometer. But when you practice, you kind of get the gist of, you know, I can see this meat here where it's starting to turn white, that's cooked. For me personally, I kind of like the texture and the taste of actually having, you know, a piece of garlic in my mouth and a piece of shallot in my mouth. And that's going to offset the flavors in terms of the dish itself. But traditionally, yeah, the French would filter this out and it would be a pure sauce, just liquid. And they would add the butter after filtering as a last step. And then the last step is actually pouring it onto your actual meat. And you can kind of see like just the reduction itself between the butter and the wine reduction, how it's getting thicker. It's still staying together. It's not separating. It has good color. That's what you want to look for. And everything is about being slow. I mean, you start with one method and you work up into another. Chops should be done and the sauce is done, so. Let's hear the sizzle. Yeah. Talking about it right there. The pork chop. This is local. Hear the sizzle.